Hey, what's up guys, it's Lance from CinematicGalaxy here again, and the last film I'm going to be reviewing for right now is 50/50, which I just watched earlier today. It stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogan. I bought it on Blu-ray, ordered it along with Drive, and it was just one of those films I was sure I was going to love, so I just went ahead and bought it because I really wanted to see it. This film is basically about a young guy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who finds out that he has a rare type of cancer, and basically it gives him a 50/50 chance of living or dying. And the movie is basically just about his struggle to deal with it and the stuff that happens in his life, how it affects his life, how it affects the people around him. I really enjoyed 50/50. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a great movie, just really good, really heartfelt, and funny at moments, great time. One thing I will say though about this movie to start off, I'll just go ahead and get it out of the way. To start off, I was enjoying the film, but I just wasn't, because you see Seth Rogan is in this movie, and I almost don't even have to see his other movies to know what he is, because every time I see him in a clip or a trailer or something, I can really tell that this guy is just really over the top in a lot of stuff, and he's really kind of vulgar and just he does a lot of that type of jokes, and I'm personally not really a fan of his type of humor, where it's a lot of sex jokes, just being loud and crazy, and sex joke, profanity here and there. That's not really my type of humor. And to start off in this film and going throughout this film, he does do a lot of that. He says a lot of crude stuff in this film, and he's really kind of loud and all over the place. So at certain points in this movie, I was kind of like, I'm not sure how much I'm digging this Seth Rogen character. But later on in the movie, we see a more heartfelt side of his performance, and I think that helped him out immensely in this movie. I did like his character being the friend of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and I liked all that. But again, like I said, the just all the stuff he was saying, it was kind of irritating me. But when I saw how his character turns out and just the stuff that happens, it really kind of made me not dislike what I disliked about it earlier, because I see that was just a part of his character, and that wasn't a part of the film trying to be all hip and over the top, like, ooh, sex joke. That was really just a part of the character. So I kind of liked how it played into the story, and ultimately it didn't really detract from this movie for me. Again, all the acting in this film is very good. Again, I ended up liking Seth Rogen. Then we have Bryce Dallas Howard, who I'm not going to say anything about her role in the film, but if you've seen The Help, you can probably kind of guess how her character is in this film a little bit. But she was very good in it. Kendricks was Joseph Gordon-Levitt's therapist, and I loved her in this movie. And she was really good for that type of role. His parents, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's parents, I love the way they were in the story. I love the acting. But the standout performance in this movie is definitely from Joseph Gordon-Levitt. And, I'm a big fan of the guy. I haven't seen a whole lot of his performances. I've seen bits of Angels in the Outfield, bits of Third Rock from the Sun, but those were his kid performances. I have seen Inception. I have seen 500 Days of Summer. Loved him in both. And this might be the best I've seen him. I just love how he plays this guy. I think his name is Adam. And he's a really likable guy overall. And, a clean guy, lives his life well. But he just has to deal with this horrible thing. And, just seeing the way he deals with it, the way that it affects him, but then how he has to change to deal with it better, and just all this different stuff, it's really well done. And ultimately, this is an uplifting movie. Even though the subject matter is depressing and it is very hard to hear about, it ultimately works very well. And they don't make this a depressing movie. I like the film's soundtrack a lot. They use a lot of really great songs, great oldies and stuff that I really like. And then also, I just have to say that this movie did make me tear up. Tears actually did flow down my face. Not like in Warrior, where I was just crying like a baby. I was a wreck in Warrior. I was crying like a baby in that film. 50/50 didn't do that to me. It was more like silent crying. But tears actually did come down towards the end, and certain parts here and there. And it felt genuine. It was very genuine, just very well done. All in all, I really enjoyed 50-50 a lot. I think it is one of my favorite movies of the year. Again, I already said that I had a little bit of problems with the crudeness in Seth Rogan, but at the same time, that was kind of dissolved when I saw how this character unfolded in the rest of the film. So, you know, I'm kind of actually 50-50 on how I feel about Seth Rogan, because on one hand, he was annoying, and on one hand, I really liked his character. I don't know. I think I'm going to give 50-50 an A-. I loved it. It is one of my favorite movies of the year. It could go up to an A in the future. I just can't really decide, but I think it was really well made, really good, and I really enjoyed it. Anyway, let me know that in the comments. Have you seen 50-50? Do you want to see it if you haven't? And what is your favorite Joseph Gordon-Levitt performance? Are you a fan of Seth Rogan? Did you like him in this movie? And anyway, yeah. I have to say that I'm very surprised that War Horse is my favorite movie of 2011. And Drive is somewhere there. I can't really decide, but I loved it. 50-50 is also one of my favorites, but it's just not as high as those two for me. But I really liked it. And anyway, guys, take care. And this is Lance from Cinematic Galaxy, signing off.